All right. Thank you, Safin. Okay. Now look at your data, class. Okay. First of all, today we will learn about the descriptive analysis. Okay. Wait. I see you. Let's see this one. The red line for the group 3, right? 32 students. Okay, now all the students already have their own group data, okay, as you have done in lab 1, okay. Now by using the group data that you have, as every file, student will learn how to build the histogram, bar chart, and so on. And then me will explain you how to summarize the data, which is known as the descriptive analysis. Okay. Now, as you can see from the lab 1, you have nine variable here, metric number until the grade basic statistic. And today, what you need to learn and experience is about the graphical method. Okay, and then how to form the central tendency and variability, and then how to explain and then interpret the central tendency, and I will explain you about the normality of the data. Okay, this is basically same with your previous lecture note that we had done last week, if I'm not mistaken, right? Okay. Now look at your data, class. The data here is 35. Okay. If you are not from this group, you can use your own data. Okay. For example, here you have group 1 data, right? So you just follow that. Have you changed it to the English subtitle? I mean English language there, not subtitle, language there. Have you changed it?
Yeah, changed.
Have you changed it to the English language? Your software?
I cannot change because my computer is in China.
Oh, but I hope you can understand the class for today. Yeah. If you have a problem, then you can PM me after this, okay?
Okay, I can try my best to do some.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, now class, look at your data here. For this group 3, you have 35 of you. Okay.
Okay.
Now, look at the analyze. Now, we will learn about the descriptive statistic. Look at the button analyze. Descriptive statistic. What we are going to learn for today is about the frequencies, descriptive, and the explore. Okay. Now, click the button frequency. Okay. Here, you click everything here, and then Control A. Click one of that, and then Control A, then move to the next box. Done, class? Everything from the frequency statistic, make sure there is unchecked. This one, I already checked that one. I already checked your data. Okay. Okay, now click the display frequency table. Without anything from here, class. And then click OK. You can see the frequency. The valid is 35 and the missing is 0. Is it same with my output, class?
Yes.
Same, no missing data, right? Any missing data? 35. Make sure the data is same with me. Any missing, Hafiz? Okay, I hope there is same with me, because previously I have checked, you have one missing data from the age until the grade basic statistic. But yes. I hope same ke Hafiz, sama?
We have we have missing data.
You have missing data, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now class, look back to your data, because before this, what I realized that you have one dot dot here from the 36 row. Can you see dot 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 there? It is countable. It is countable as a data class actually in one row. Okay, what you need to do here, you click this one, click the number 36 there, right click, and then click the button clear. Sudah? Yes?
Okay.
Okay, now you run back the frequency. Okay, this one. Display the frequency table and then click OK. So look back for the missing value. It's still there or not? Okay tak student? Dapat?
Dapat.
Dapat. Okay. Jadi missing dah clear kan? All the missing value is clear now. Okay. Even one, this is happen when you are starting to key in something from this row. Maybe you forget. Maybe you tertekan here. Okay. You click something here and then it automatically inserted into your data file. Even after that you delete, but you forget to clear the row. Dia masih dikira, okay? It still count, okay? Now, this is the frequency class, okay? No missing, okay? And then valid for 35 student here, and then you can see the percent, valid percent, cumulative. This is by cases, huh? And then there are 65% of female and male, and so on here, okay? This is only descriptive. It account about your the frequency, the mode, okay, of your data. Now, frequency done. Now you click again the analyze, descriptive, frequency, okay, and then uncheck the display frequency table, okay. Now we are going to see the statistic here. Remember, you have learned three things, right? About the graphical method, about the central tendency, and about the variability. Now we look for the central tendency. We check all the menu here, central tendency, mean, median, mode, and sum, and then click OK. Still use all the variable, yeah? Still select all the variable here, and then click OK. Now, you can see for the output, for the metric number and full name, this is the string, right? Nominal string. So no output for the mean, median, mode, and sum. That's not numeric, so it cannot be, okay? Cannot be calculated for the statistical things. And then for the age and so on here, there is the output. Remember, yeah? Now, look back, frequency. Analyze, descriptive, frequency, okay, and then go to the statistic. Look for the standard deviation, range, standard error, maximum, minimum, kurtosis, and skewness. And then click OK. Click OK. So you can see all the statistics here about the standard error until the maximum point. Okay. This is the frequency. Now, what are you going to learn here actually, class? Okay. You select the string, no need the string. You just left for the categorical data. Categorical data here means the nominal and the ordinal. Okay. Basically, class, for the categorical data, people will not look at the mean or standard deviation and so on. Okay. People will look for the frequency. And then after that, people will show it graphically. Okay. What you need to learn, what you need to click now, this is the nominal data, categorical data. Display your data with the frequency table, and you can check. You can choose any chart here. Basically, people will check for the bar chart, maybe. Okay. and the percentage. Miss laju tak kelas? Am I so fast? Or you still
Laju
can
sikit.
follow? Can follow, right? Okay. Check the display frequency table and then choose any chart from here. Okay, we choose first, we choose the bar chart. Okay, bar chart can represent either you want in terms of frequency or percentage. So now we'll synchronize it with the percentage. Okay, now click OK and then click OK. For the statistic here, you need to uncheck everything first. Now click OK. See, now you have the statistic frequency and the frequency for each of the variable, which is the categorical variable here, the gender, program, basic statistic, and grade basic statistic. And then now look at this one. In terms of percent, you have the bar chart about the gender, female and male. So this is synchronized with your table. Once you need to summarize your data, maybe in your thesis, okay? Now, male and female is 60 something. So it is synchronized with your table here. Percent is represented by 65.7%. This is the way how you summarize your data. Your categorical data, okay? Nominal measurement data. Now look at this one, ME, only one. So no option there, only one there. Okay, frequency 100% is from ME. Okay, and then also about the all of you already taken the basic statistics subject before this, and this is the bar chart for your grade basic statistic in terms of percent. You also can choose this one in terms of the frequency class. For example, here descriptive frequency. Okay, chart. You can choose frequency. Okay, and then click OK. And click continue and then click OK. So here the frequency, the table is still the same class, but we look at the frequency 23. So you have the bar chart in terms of frequency. And this graphical method and the statistical here, okay, about the frequency is synchronized. So you can show your data or summarize your data. Soon you have the data in your thesis maybe. Okay, this is the way how you summarize your data. Understand, right? Now, for the scale measurement data on some numerical data type, okay, now you unselect this one first. Now you select the scale measurement data. Okay, this is scale measurement data. Also, we know as the what we call it, numeric. Okay, numeric data type. Okay, this one for this type of data, you don't need to show the frequency because once you show the frequency, it can be case by cases. Okay, cases by cases, case by case. Okay, you will have long table. This is not appropriate to represent your data. What you need here for the scale measurement data or the numeric data type, you need to show it in terms of statistic. Okay, for example, you show it by the mean, median, mode, sum. You can select everything here. Central, skewness, dispersion, okay, range, variance, and standard deviation, and then click OK. Okay, how about the chart? You can show it using the histogram. Okay, for the histogram class, there is no option for the chart value, okay? You only can click for the show normal curve on histogram, this one. You can see the normal curve, okay? But for the bar chart or the pie chart, you have two options here. Either you want to represent your data in terms of frequency or percentage, for example that. But for the this one, for the scale data, okay, we show it, normally people will show it with the histogram together with the normal curve. Then you click continue. Then you click OK. Now, There is the statistic for your data, and this is your histogram. As you can see here, skew to the right. This one also skew to the right. Not really normal, right? Okay. This one not really normal. The bell shape is not symmetrical. Okay. This one wake and height. Okay. The height may be almost normal data. Okay. Now, before that, let's look for the statistical table there. Here the mean is 20, standard error of mean, median is 20, okay? Median is 20 from the data, okay? Consider median, okay? And then, mode also 20, okay? Look at the bar chart there, the highest peak. And then standard deviation is 0.9, variance, okay. Now look at here class, the variance is 160 for the wake, okay? So you can see the highest value for the standard deviation. If the variance is big or large value here, so you can see the standard deviation also high. Okay, this one you can see for the heck the variance is only 0.00x. Then you can get only 0.0x statistic value for the standard deviation. Okay. The higher the variance, the higher the standard deviation. Okay, because you have a lot of variability of your data here. Standard deviation is the value, okay, observation or data, the original data. Okay, the difference between the original data with the mean. Okay. Now the skewness here. Okay, class. To see either your data is normal or not, what you can see here from the skewness and the kurtosis. If your data is normal, the skewness must be between plus minus 1, between negative 1 to 1 or 1 to negative 1. So your data is normal. As you can see here, for the edge, it's already 7, right? So your data is not normal for the edge. But this is combination between male and female. We still can we still can split the file between male or female, okay, to see either this truly not normal or it's normal, still can be considered normal. Okay, the skewness is 3, and then the wake, the skewness is 1, still more than 1, right? Okay, because rule of thumb is plus minus 1. The best skewness, or we can say that the data is normal, is 0, but not all data can represent definitely 0, okay? But this one, you have 0.8. So this is within the range plus 1 and minus 1. So the data for the height from the skewness statistic here show that the height variable is normal, okay? Because this is within the range. Now, look at the kurtosis. Kurtosis here, class, people still look for the plus minus 1 also. But the rule of thumb for the kurtosis to say that the data, your variable is normal, is plus minus 3. Okay, as you can see here, this kurtosis is 9.09. This is positive. Okay, so it means that your data have a higher peak. Okay, positive. This, if this is positive class, the wait, okay, once this is positive, we call it the leptokurtic. If there is negative, we call it the fatikurtic. If there is normal, we call it the mesokurtic. As you can see, this is positive leptokurtic. Wait now. It show kurtosis for the edge. Okay, there is something here. Okay, class, yang tinggi here, height peak there. Okay. Now, this is considered not normal because it's out of the range, plus minus 3, the rule of thumb. Okay, this one still, okay, this one is accepted because within the range plus minus 3. And then how about the head? This one is nice. Okay, this one is mesokurtic lah, 0 point something. Okay, now how about the range? The range, okay, is the you just need to the difference between the maximum and minimum. Okay, 24 minus 20, so you got the value of the, and then the sum. Okay, this is the statistic for the age, weight, and height. Okay, this is the way you represent your data for the uh, scale measurement data. Okay, before that, I forgot to show you how about using the what do you call? Okay, go to the analyze class, descriptive, frequency. Okay, unselect this one. Select back your categorical data, gender until grade basic statistic. Okay, this one, remember again, I said to you, okay, you need to display it by using the frequency table and together with the chart. Okay, select the pie chart class. Okay, you can select the percentage. Because from the table frequency, it show you the frequency and percentage, right? But normally people will show it in terms of percentage about the pie chart. Okay, and then click continue, uncheck back. Okay, your statistic here, this is for the scale data. Okay, all right. Sudah class? Check the pie chart, percentage, continue, and then click OK. Okay, now the frequency table is still the same like before. Okay, now you have the chart, the pie chart here. Okay, you have the gender here. The percent is 95.7 and 34.3. The way you want to label this one, okay, you just click this one, double click, and you get this one, chart editor. Dapat tak chart editor? And then right click, show data labels. And then close this one. So you can get the label for the data. Okay. Now this is 65 over 7.7. So this is same with your table. Okay. Also this one, double click and then right click at the pie chart and then show data labels. Once it appears there, you just close this one. Okay. And then this is your pie chart together with the value. Okay. You can add anything, also can add the title, okay? Now, descriptive done, okay? Now, click the button analyze, descriptive, and take a look at the descriptive part. Okay. Click everything there, class, the variable into the variables, checks this one. And then option, click mean, sum, dispersion, distribution, okay, click continue, and then click OK. This is descriptive statistic. The difference is only here, class, you only have one table for the descriptive part, okay? It will show you the range, minimum, and everything that you clicked before, okay? This is descriptive statistic. It is same like what you did before, but this one for the descriptive part, okay, only one table is represented, okay? Now, go to the explore, descriptive and explore. Okay. Before that class, for the descriptive statistic here, it is automatically no nominal with the string. Okay. String data type. Only the nominal with the numeric data type. Okay. Automatically. Now, look at the analyze, descriptive, and then go to the explore button there. Okay. Here we are going to check either your data is normal or not. Okay. Now select the age except for the numeric, except for the string there. Go to dependent. Okay. Click both, meaning that you select the statistics and plot. Okay. If you click the statistic, only statistic button you can select anything here, the menu here. And if you click the plots, only the plot can present your data. Okay, now you click both. Okay, you click statistic, descriptive, or you want to click the outlier, maybe have the outlier for your data, and then click continue. For the plot, okay, click the stem and leaf, click the histogram, okay, and then don't forget to click the normality plot with test. Here you can see either your data is normal or not normal, okay, and then click continue, click OK. Please do it at class. After this, you need to pass up. Okay, this is the descriptive for each variable that you select. For the edge, skewness, okay, the output or the statistic is still the same like before. Okay, the edge, okay. Program only one, that's why you don't have the skewness or kurtosis here. Plus, this is the categorical data. That's why I showed before. For the categorical data, people not look for the statistic like what we look for the scale data. Okay. Now, for the normality here, which one you prefer, class? You look for the Shapiro-Wilk result or you look for the Kolmogorov-Smirnov? Which one? Hafiz, which one you prefer? Shapiro or Kolmogorov to test the normality?
Shapiro, maybe?
Why Shapiro?
Oh.
No. Okay, Hafiz. Okay, how many of you actually? 35, right? It is considered big or small small sample size? Sorry, Hafiz, I can't hear you.
Small data.
Yeah, small data. Okay, now once there is small data, which one is more suitable to test the normality? Which one statistic is more stable? Shapiro or Kolmogorov?
Someone say Shapiro.
Alright, that's right. Okay, thank you, Hafiz. If your data class is too small, maybe below than 50, or what you can say that if your data is 100 or 1000, then you focus on the Kolmogorov. If your data is very low, very small, maybe below than 50, so it's good for you to see for the Shapiro-Wilk statistic. Now, if your data is normal, the significant value here, class, for each variable must be greater than 0.05. Because before this, you select the confidence interval 95%, right, from the table above. So, the significant value must be greater than 0.05. So, you can say that your data is normal. For example, here, grade basis static is 0.428. So only this one is normal. How about the basic statistic? Okay. Shapiro and Kolmogorov actually very sensitive with the small data, small sample size. As you can see here, the categorical data for the basic statistic, you only have one category, which is yes or no, right? For this one, only one of you say yes. Okay, so no output there. Okay. Once look at the program, also only one, so no output there. For the Kolmogorov and Shapiro, they are very sensitive with the small data type. Sometimes it cannot be count. Okay, that's why you can see only the dot here on the output. Okay. Now, how about this one? This is below than 0.05, right? Still consider not normal. Okay. The weight also and everything here not normal. Okay. Now look at the histogram. Like before the age. Okay. This is 10 leaf and this is normal QQ plot. This is not normal class because look at the dot here, the observation or the original data. Okay. If this is normal, most of the data must be in line or near the diagonal line here, the straight line here. So we can say that data is normal and it's linear. Okay. For the determined normal QQ plot, if the data is normal, most of the observation or most of the data must be near the zero line. Okay. And this one, see, you cannot produce any good, any kind of box plot here. Okay. Now look at the gender, the option, only this is categorical data. Okay. Only two here. Okay. See, the box plot cannot show any here because this is categorical data. Okay. This one, frequency, normal. For the program, only one, no shape, right? This one also. Now look at the weight, the variable weight here. Okay. It cannot be any bell shape here. Okay. The data, even some of the data in line with the diagonal line, but still not considered normal. We look for the box plot. The box plot can show you this is normal. Okay. And you have the outlier for the 15 and 19 and 8 people there from your data. 19, 8 and 15. Okay. The height, this is normal. Most of the line is normal. This one also near the zero line. And this one also considered as a normal data. Okay. Only one outliers. If there is extreme value, you can see any asterisk, okay, from your box plot, either at the bottom or the top there. So this is basic statistic, normal QQ plot. Okay, this one is normal, right? Before from the Shapiro statistic. So see, once there is normal, most of the data, most of the observation of your or dot from your data here must be in line with the diagonal line. Okay, see this one, it is near the zero line for the detrended normal QQ plot. And look at this one, this is also considered normal because the median here almost at the center of the box. Okay, now for the click the descriptive statistic, explore. Okay, now you can see class. To see either to check this one, either normal or not normal, basically people will look for the scale data. Okay, now you can factorize it in terms of gender. Okay, you click gender into the factor list. Okay, still display box, the statistic and plot, and then click the statistic. 95% outliers. Okay, click OK. You can click percentile also if you want. Okay, and then click plot, stem, leaf, histogram, factor level together, and normality. Okay, click continue, and then sorry, I want to save now. Okay, back then. Statistic, descriptive statistic, explore. Okay, factor list, you put gender. Okay, now click OK. This is gender, this is descriptive. Okay, the data split between the female and the male. As you can see here, to check either your data is normal or not, look at the skewness and kurtosis for the female. Okay, still out of the range, right? This one skewness greater than 1. This one also get greater than 3. And the male also not normal. Okay, How about the wake for the female skewness? This one is normal for the female. Before this, the combination between male and female in terms of the wake variable is not normal, right? But when we split the data between female and male, we can see that this one can show you the normal data. Okay, this one also male, and then for the height, curtices plus minus. Okay, and then for the male, this one is not normal. Okay, now look at the graphical method. The graphic. Okay. Before that, look at the test of normality here. We focus on the Shapiro-Wilk statistic here. As you can see, only for the age variable, both the female and male is not normal because less than 0.05. This one greater than 0.05 for the weight, okay, and also for the height greater than 0.05. Now look at the data, how it's look like. This is histogram. We can see that the data for the age between male and female not normal, so cannot produce any bell shape here, right? Also, the normal QQ plot. See, no box plot. How about the wake? Okay, this one, it said that this is normal. This one almost normal. So look at the normal QQ plot. See, most of the observation near the diagonal line, okay, or the straight line here. So this is linear and normal. Okay, the detrended also up and down here. But most people class will not show you the detrended normal QQ plot. They only show you this one, the QQ plot, normal QQ plot. You can see the example in the journal, okay? Detrended, and then look at here, almost normal. This one, not really normal, but not outliers, okay? No outliers. And then for the height, okay, from the Shapiro-Wilk is normal. So you assume that this one can follow the normal curve. Also this one. Okay, now this one can show you or prove you the data for the height for the female is normal. Male also. Female look very nice compared to the male. Okay. And then this is the box plot. Okay. This is normal. Okay. That is the frequency, descriptive, and explore things. Now, the last part is about graphic class. Click the button graph and then click the button legacy dialog. Now you can do directly the graph from this option. Look at first at the bar chart. Click the simple, okay, click the variable and then define it. Okay, you can click the mean, you can click the h variable, the weight and the height, okay, and then click OK. So you can get the bar chart for each variable here in terms of their mean. So the mean for the h is 20 and the mean for the weight is 50 and the mean for the height is below 10 here. Okay, maybe 2. Okay, this is one example. Actually, you can build anything here from the bar chart. Either you want to use the simple bar chart or clustered or stacked. Clustered means between the categories there is a subcategories, and stack this one. Okay, for the one bar chart here you can combine the data. Okay, now you can select either in terms of cases, variables, or value of individual cases here. Okay, sometimes people will look for the variable or cases by cases here, group of cases. All right, now for the graph legacy dialog also we can see the pie directly from the pie chart here. This one group of cases, define it. Okay, for example here the line grade basic statistic and then by the gender. Okay, the row. Maybe here you can see the difference between male and female in terms of their basic statistic. Okay, click OK and then see. This is the result for the female and this is the result for the male. Because before this, we select the row for the gender, the differentiate between the male and female. So here is the grade basic statistic. We can show the data level. Okay, close. Here it show you in terms of the frequency. How many frequency? How many people? Here the male, there are 3 males here. Got the result B minus, something like that. Okay. All right. Now the other things maybe you can see the box plot. Simple in terms of variable or cases. I choose the variable here. Click define, and then I want to see the weight. You click the weight for the box represent, and then I want to see the difference between the gender. I click row. Done, guys? And then click OK. So you can see the box plot about the weight variable here. Differentiate between the male and female. Okay. Now, other things is scatter plot. Okay. Scatter plot, you select the simple scatter plot. Okay. And then define it. Okay. Most usually class, normally people will use scatter plot for the scale data. Okay. This is good for you to study the scatter plot because when you can see it from the graph, either there is a relationship between two variables or not. Either this graph is increasing or this decreasing or increasing. Okay. Here I want to see, is there any relationship between the weight and the height? So I click the weight at the y-axis and the height at the x-axis. And then I click continue. So see this one. As you can see here, the higher the height, the higher the weight. It can be like that, increasing. Okay. It can be decreasing or increasing. Now, graph, again, click the button legacy, and then you also can form the histogram. Maybe here I want to see the grade basic statistic, the differentiate between, at the row part, the differentiate between the gender. And then I click OK. So I can see for the female, the result is like this. Okay, the highest is for frequency here for the grade basic statistic 9 and 7. Okay, only a few of for the female got 2. Okay, 2 is A minus if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and then this is the result for the male. Okay, this is the way how you directly form the graphic, to build the graphic. Okay, instead of using this one from the frequency part chart here. Okay. Okay, class. Now, your homework class, before you submit this one, okay, you need to form 5 graph, any graph from this graph menu. Legacy dialog. Okay, what I want you to show, to do is, you form the bar chart, pie chart, box plot, scatter, and histogram. Anything can you form from your data. Make sure that your graph can be interpreted. Don't put or don't do any graph which is very wet to see. Okay. Then after you have 5 graphs, you need to send this output into SPSS email and save it as a SPV file. Okay, for the output is SPV file. Only one output you send. Alright. Understand? Okay. I put need to send to Lab SPSL email ya. Semua tahu tak kelas? Okay. The subject here, before you submit, okay, you put the group 3, okay, lab tutorial, and then put the name and metric number. Okay, same thing, yeah, you put on your file, group 3, lab tutorial 2, name and this one. Anything, Rushdi, Nur Rushdi Izzat, okay? Pastikan ada 5 graf. Together dengan yang you buat output dari mula sampai akhir. Hantar satu output sahaja. Okay? Just pass up only one output there. You boleh build apa-apa berdasarkan data yang you ada dekat dalam SPSS tu. Boleh faham? Ada lagi soalan?
Miss, ada soalan.
Apa dia? Okay, kenapa Syah? Apa soalan?
Kalau kita buat chart dari analyze punya button, menu button, yang kita buat chart dari sana tu, yang di situ dia tidak boleh buat macam chart, satu chart untuk female and male kan? Only boleh buat dekat graph punya menu button.
Ya, kita boleh di situ asingkan.
So,
kalau yang tadi tu dia tidak split data tu. Dia tidak split.
jadi macam chart dekat graph menu button tu dah lagi advance lah untuk buat chart.
Betul, betul.
Okay, thank you Miss.
Alright. Ada soalan tadi saya nampak kejap kelas. Miss, plus minus 3 tu determine dia normal atau tidakkah? Okay, plus minus 3 tu untuk kurtosis, dia adalah rule of thumb. There is a rule of thumb for the kurtosis. Rule of thumb meaning that sekurang-kurangnya, at least, okay, if your data is between plus minus 3 for the kurtosis, then you can consider or you can show the people that your data is normal. Once your data is normal, you can go for the parametric test. If your data is not normal, okay, so you can choose or you can check back your data, okay, any amendment for your data, or you can go for the non-parametric test if there is totally not no problem with the data, okay, no amendment, okay. Plus minus 3 ini adalah rule of thumb. Selalunya orang akan tengok plus minus 1 untuk kurtosis. First orang akan tengok itu dulu. Sebab orang nak dapatkan 0. Kalau 0 meaning your data is nice and you can go for the test. Okay. Once your data is 1 point something and then 2 point something, yes, people can still accept it because this is for the rule of thumb. Maksudnya dah syarat satu dunia pakai macam tu. But for the students, you only can accept it, boleh terima kalau dia plus minus 1. Itu sahaja. Boleh faham Safian? Apa ni Rushdi? Tekan box 36 tu baru right click then. Oh okay, this one. Okay. Alright class, ada lagi soalan? Kalau tak ada, you can okay, Safian, you can leave. Don't forget to write your name and metric number. And when can you send this one class? The output. I give you the time before the next lab. Is it okay?
Okay, Miss.
Okay. Alright. Okay, class. You can leave this one. Don't forget to write your attendance there. Type your attendance.
Thank you, Miss.
Okay.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you. Miss,
Yes, Hairul.
kelas ganti untuk yang kemarin punya minggu depan kan?
Ya,
Oke.
yang minggu depan sepatutnya kalau ikut dia punya kalender, minggu depan you ada lab test. Okay? So ready ya? Saya tak pasti either Dr. Siti betul-betul nak buat lab test or not. I'm waiting for her question. If not, saya yang buat question.
Oke, Miss. Minggu depan lah yang
Alright.
lab.
That's why kalau minggu depan ada lab test, so kita tidak ada kuliah lah. That's why kita gunakan yang kuliah minggu ni ke minggu depan. So kita ada lab test saja minggu depan. Boleh?
Oke.